Tensioni geopolitiche, debito elevato, rischio sociale. A Parigi, Coface, che festeggia 80 anni, lancia la sua Risk Review 2026 in un momento decisivo, il momento della verità per l'economia mondiale. La crescita globale rallenta ma tiene, il commercio internazionale sorprende ancora, le imprese dimostrano una capacità di adattamento che tiene viva la globalizzazione. Ma sotto la superficie restano delle crepe profonde. L'Europa viaggia a una velocità ridotta con una Germania in rimbalzo e una Francia frenata dal deficit. L'Asia resta il motore della crescita guidata dall'India, mentre la Cina rallenta. È davvero dunque l'inizio di un nuovo equilibrio globale o siamo solo all'anticamera di una nuova fase di turbolenza?
You have to keep investing. There's still a lot of risks, but doing nothing is a sure recipe for falling behind. So I think companies have to keep investing, they have to keep moving, they have to keep taking risks. And that task is made harder by a very volatile and uncertain environment. The second thing is you cannot think of just planification in one scenario, but you have to think about a broad set of possibilities. You have to think about resilience, about redundancy, about risk management. And it's better to be kind of prepared for a wide variety of scenarios than just one being very precisely wrong on one scenario. And the third thing is you have to be very, very good at operations. You have to operate on the short-term basis, trying to avoid key mistakes. And that's our job here, is to help companies trade safely, avoid that big unpaid bill, which is going to cost a lot of money, which is going to create a lot of attention, and it's going to take away resources that are needed for a long-term strategy and investment.
So we do expect the global economy to grow by 2.8% in 2026, which is approximately in line with what we have seen in 2025. The main driver for sure will be emerging countries, which account for 2/3, if not 3/4 of global GDP growth. And we still expect the US economy to outperform over other developed economies. That being said, we think that Europe might be in a turning point. We do expect an uptick in corporate investment in Europe, especially in the manufacturing sector. But at the end of the day, Europe should post something close to 1% GDP growth in 2026.
This quarter, we have made 7 changes of country risk assessments, 6 upgrades and 1 downgrade. Among the 6 upgrades, we have 3 upgrades in Europe, Sweden, Poland, and Cyprus, and 3 upgrades in South America, Chile, Ecuador, and Barbados. In Europe, basically, it's the story of monetary easing in Sweden and in Poland, with a lot of EU funds also, basically in Poland and also in Cyprus. And fiscal spending in Sweden, as there will be elections in 2026. Regarding downgrade, Senegal, there was some hidden debt, some underestimated debt, and now the debt of Senegal is around 130% of GDP, so they will have to restructure or to do some fiscal austerity, so basically the economy will suffer. In Italy, we are forecasting a slight acceleration of 0.8% next year. We can definitely expect, so now, higher consumption in Italy, because finally real wages are rising. Wages are increasing faster than inflation, so we can expect more consumption in Italy, also a bit more investment, and above all, EU funds will continue to support activity. So still below 1% growth in Italy, so still some challenges because productivity is still low, but again, slight acceleration and resilience in the Italian economy.
Numeri che raccontano una crescita ancora presente, anche se fragile e selettiva, e proprio in questa sottile linea tra crescita e rischio si gioca la partita del 2026.
There's a lot that Europe can do to remain at the forefront on the international stage. The challenge is coordination. We are a set of 27 different countries. The architecture that we've put in place is incomplete. I think we need to be able to react faster. We need to become not just a force for regulation, but a force for competition. So I think the key challenge I see for Europe is actually being able to harness its resources, put them together in order to be able to compete on the international stage.
La Conferenza Rischio Paese oggi compie 30 anni e si sposa con un anniversario molto importante. 80 anni di presenza di Coface sul mercato. Un mercato e un mondo sempre più difficile. Quest'anno l'abbiamo intitolato l'anno della verità, il momento decisivo, perché le imprese si trovano ad affrontare sempre di più rischi politici e rischi commerciali. Coface, quindi da oltre 80 anni, supporta le imprese con il proprio lavoro, è un player di riferimento della gestione del rischio credito attraverso le soluzioni quali business information, cauzioni, assicurazione dei crediti e recupero credito. Quindi tutta una serie di strumenti che supportano le imprese nel prendere le migliori decisioni.
Insomma, il 2026 per Coface non sarà l'anno della svolta eclatante, ma quello delle scelte decisive, perché in un'economia globale sotto pressione il vero rischio non è rallentare, è farsi trovare impreparati.